Okay, I just want to see what Creek has to say about the situation. Dress to Impress is canceled.
The situation is crazy. Like, this actually might be the wildest drama in Roblox history. And it
Definitely not the wildest drama in Roblox history, Creek. But continue.
involves two games. Game number one is Dress to Impress. Everyone's heard of it. Everyone knows what this game is. And the second game is a game called It Girl, which, if you haven't heard of it, if you don't know what it is, it's kind of like Dress to Impress. I mean, you can look at it and get the vibes, right?
Yeah, I played the It Girl game. It's like the very similar to Dress to Impress. But anyway.
It's similar to Dress to Impress, how Dress to Impress is similar to Fashion Famous. They're
Yo,
both
thank you,
games
Shopkin.
where you dress up, look pretty, put on makeup, go on a runway and compete against other models, and you get the idea. And well, anyway,
I didn't think in 2024 I would see Creek Craft, a 27-year-old man, talking about Dress to Impress drama. I didn't think it would happen, but it did.
Sarah here, she is the developer of It Girl. Yesterday, she made an entire Twitter thread, an entire document saying, speaking out against Gigi, the owner of Dress to Impress. Now, I'm not going to read word for word every single thing she says in this thread because it is a lot, but I'll try and summarize it for you guys. She says that allegedly Gigi wanted to DMCA It Girl for being a quote-unquote copy. Basically, copyright strike It Girl off of Roblox for copying Dress to Impress. Sarah says that Gigi has also done nothing to stop
By the way, if you don't know, Gigi is the person who made Dress to Impress. So apparently Gigi threatened to copyright strike somebody because they copied Dress to Impress. Okay, that's pretty stupid. And apparently the game that Gigi wants to copyright strike isn't even... They didn't even copy Dress to Impress. They copied Royal High. I mean, honestly, Roblox, literally every Roblox game just copies other games. So whatever. Anyway, copyright striking, bad. Wrong. That's stupid.
Trolls from constantly hating on my game. I'm sure you guys have seen this before. Hey, your game copied my game. No, your game copied my game.
Your game copied my game. I'm going to sue you and copyright strike you into existence.
No, your game's the copy. Kids, right? Then there's some wild stuff here. Like, another one of her developers told me that she allegedly somehow got a photo of me and sent it in their group chat and that they were fat shaming me. Like, what? The worst one, though, and I don't even want to show this one. Apparently, Gigi made a very, very inappropriate joke. It's not really a joke, right?
He's talking about Gigi, the owner of Dress to Impress, made a joke that the owner of It Girl is a R-wordist. If you don't know what R-wordist means, grape without the G.
Towards the developer of It Girl, Sarah. Allegedly, Gigi was joking about framing her for some really bad stuff in order to get It Girl taken down off of Roblox.
Grape.
Again, I can't show this because it's, and honestly, there's even more to this thread, but that's a good summary, I think. Now, I was reading through this last night when all of this came out, and I was thinking to myself, oh, this is kind of silly. Like, you have these two developers, they clearly don't like each other. One developer made really, really terrible, bad comments about the other developer. Looks like they went back and forth a little bit. Like, in my head, it's like, why didn't they just do the mature adult thing and just get in a Discord call and talk about this?
Exactly. And then you realize, oh, thanks, Fryblocks. And then you realize that the entire website of Twitter is canceling Dress to Impress. Like, crazy drama. I woke up today and my entire Twitter is just Dress to Impress, bad. GG, bad. And it's like a civil war of fashion. It's like the preppy civil war.
Like, all of this could have been solved with, hey, I'm sorry, I made some terrible, disgusting comments about you and your game. I'm deeply sorry for it. I apologize. Let's hash this.
But the thing is, Gigi actually did apologize before this came out, which makes it even weirder. It's the fashion civil war.
Out. Let's squash the beef. Like, why did this need to be made public, right? Just talk it out like mature adults, problem solved. Well, that's the thing. Almost everyone involved in this situation is a kid. And that's going to become more and more apparent as this video goes on. So while I'm sitting here reading over this Twitter thread,
Creek is such a dad. He's such like a Roblox dad. He's like, it's like all of his kids are fighting, and he's like, get a little closer. So this person wants a lollipop, and this person also wants the lollipop. Here, I'll snap it in half and give it to both of you. That the POV Creek.
Yesterday, even more came out. Literally, more people started making threads talking about their experience with Gigi, again, the owner of Dress to Impress. Here's another one right here by Ray Caro, who is a big UGC. I think she's like a 3D modeler or something. She's really big in the Roblox space, right? Lot of stuff's coming out. So much so that this person here, Peach Reno, made literally an entire thread. Like, this thing goes on and on and on. There's so much.
Dude, it's like, chat, it is like Avengers level cancellations happening on Twitter right now for Gigi, the owner of Dress to Impress. But here's my honest thoughts is like, Gigi, a kid, okay? Like, all these people are kids. And I feel like at the end of the day, you have to give kids some sort of benefit of the doubt in the fact that they're probably going to be making mistakes, okay? Like, you have a kid, Gigi, 17 years old, I think she is, making millions of dollars. That's gonna like fuck you up. Like, just plain and simple. That's gonna fuck with your brain, you know? Like, I don't know. Just my thoughts.
Much that I
not by the way, not excusing what she did whatsoever. Totally not doing that. Just an opinion.
I can't even cover it all. I can't even talk about it all. And like, some of this is kind of silly. Like, apparently Gigi stole the idea of DTI from a close friend of this person. Apparently she stole employees, which I'm not even sure what that means exactly.
Well, thank you, Richard.
There's
Hope your
stuff
mom's
in here
okay.
about Gigi reusing assets from previous games that she worked on, which like, that's a normal thing.
Yeah, another thing is like about all the Twitter canceling. So many of it has absolutely no context or evidence. A lot of it is like he said, she said. So it's hard to validate a lot of the things that were said about them. So it's in the weeds, you know?
For game developers to do. I'm not really sure why that's included in here, but then there's also stuff about her harassing people and attacking people, which obviously bad. This person says that she would remove and bribe people to stay silent if anyone ever tried coming out about all of this stuff. There's just so much stuff, right? It's like, what's real, what's not real, I don't know. And again, I'm not going to go through everything. I'm sure you can find it on Twitter or TikTok. Like, there's a lot to go through. Now, Gigi here did make a response to this. Here's her Twitter account. She made a doc. And again, I'm not going to go through everything because there's a lot, but
Zayax super chatted.
Thank you, Zayax. I do remember you. How you doing?
I'll touch on the main topics. She says that, yeah, I will admit that I made a vile and disgusting comment. It was a huge mistake. I regret it deeply, which is a mature thing to say, right? You apologize for something you did. But remember,
I'm sorry for making a terrible statement. Right after that, she says, but I want to explain the context. Okay, well, why would you want to explain why would you say that somebody is an R-wordist? What is even the context that that's okay? Like, right after that sentence, but I want to explain the context. Like, dude, that's not okay. There's no context that makes that shit okay. That's not good.
remember how I said almost everyone involved in this is a kid, right? Like, that becomes pretty obvious. It's like, I want to explain the context, right? Sarah and her devs shaded me on TikTok and Twitter. And like down here, it says, here's proof that I didn't start shading It Girl first. And then there's like a comment of apparently the It Girl creator on TikTok shading Dress to Impress.
Creek said F word in video. Oh, cancel Creek. Everybody cancel Creek now. Cancel him. Dig the grave. He's done.
Like, this is where we get back into like, okay, these are all kids. Like, this feels like high school girls fighting. That's what this feels like. It's like,
this is not high school girl. This feels like middle school girls fighting. This ain't high school. There's not even high school.
Like, no, you hit me first. No, I hit you. I did hit you. But you hit me first. Teacher, she hit me first, so it's okay.
That is, Creek, that is literally like a 5th grade conversation. That is not a high school conversation. If you were in 5th grade, that is what you're doing. That is literally what you're doing in the 5th grade. You are not doing that in high school. In high school, you are like almost an adult. You are not telling the teacher. Yo, Jason, thank you.
Simpson super chatted
Yeah,
one.
you can make it out of me.
Hey, it's like I want to say like I feel like I'm dealing with children, but I am. You know, it's like as a 27-year-old man, it feels like
Jason,
I'm watching a high school drama like unfold in front of me. She says that she never fat shamed Sarah, that was a completely untrue statement. Apparently, when she was 14, she was in a not safe for work server, which like I don't really know what I'm supposed to do with that information. It's like, again, this is a 14-year-old, barely a teenager child in a not safe for work server. Like, don't tell me, tell her parents. Like,
yeah, like that's another thing. People were getting mad at Gigi for like being in an NSFW server at the age of 14. We should be mad at the people who had that server, not at Gigi. Okay, and again, context. More context. Oh my God.
like that, like what do you want me to do with that information? You know, like tell her parents. Like, that's bad. Like, obviously kids should not be in a not safe for work server. And again, I'm not going to go through everything. All this is publicly available. You can read through it if you want to. To me, this is like the perfect example of one of the biggest issues with Roblox. And that's like a lot of these developers, they're kids. Like, I'm looking at this and
he's also leaving out the fact that like all of these kids have like millions of dollars. Or if not millions, hundreds of thousands of dollars. Because that's what Roblox does, which is, you know, it's a double-edged sword because on the one hand, it's a good thing. Okay, kids making a lot of money. On the other hand, it's like an ego booster. It's like a rocket boost of ego to these children. And they're like, you know, they're like, ooh, I can get all the lawyers and I can sue you. And it's like... pros and cons, I'll say.
Like I said, it's like a bunch of high schoolers and middle schoolers fighting. And in fact, I think some of the stuff
a bunch of really rich high school
Gigi did, I think like she was 14. That's like a middle schooler. Like, what do you want me to do with that information? Like, a middle schooler did something.
Someone in chat said the minors are fighting again. I'll check out the edit in a bit. Yeah. I got you.
Chatted $1 and
thank you.
Bad, like, okay, tell her parents, like,
Exactly.
you know what I mean? It's like you have this massive game, Dress to Impress, that's making millions and millions and millions of dollars, and the developers for it are like 15, 16, 17 years old. I think there's like 1 or 2 adults in the dev team, like, but like the majority of them are just kids. And you have Gigi, this one kid that made very disgusting, terrible comments that should have never been made. And you've got other kids and children dissecting it and talking about it on TikTok and Twitter, and it's just like, everywhere I look, it's just like kids arguing. Like, I've never felt so old before in my life. Like, I feel ancient right now, like a boomer. So I guess to summarize my thoughts on this situation, do I think that Gigi deserves to have her entire career and life and future ruined because of all this? No, probably not. Again, we're talking about a child. We're talking about a development team full of children.
Smart
do I
and
think
silly
that Gigi
super
should...
chatted
Oh, happy birthday,
$1.99.
Smart and Silly. Thank you for the donation. Yeah, I kind of agree with him. It's like, you know, obviously what she did was terrible. Terrible stuff. Needs to apologize for it. Don't think her life should be ruined over it, you know, because she's a child. She is a kid. She is under the age of 18. She is a minor. Okay? It's a lot of kids, especially those kids that are chronically online, don't really have a good sense of what is right and wrong, in my opinion, because their judgment is very clouded with the internet. So it's harder for them to learn.
Make like an actual statement, an actual apology, a better one than what she did? Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah. Her apology was, oh, thank you, Epic Player Meme. Her apology, for the record, was straight ass. That shit sucked. All right, that was some wet, dirty, runny shit coming out of a butthole. All right, it was bad. It was not good. Okay, and I'm not defending her. I'm just saying she is a kid, and you got to remember that.
Need to be taken to, you know, fix this, to course correct. Yeah, 100%. But like, I've seen comments on Twitter of people saying that Gigi should burn in hell. And it's like, calm down. We're talking about a Barbie dress-up game on Roblox. We're talking about a child. Like, dude, it's like, it's not that deep. Like, this situation begins and ends the moment you put your headphones down. Like, the moment that you just step away from your computer, the moment you just put your phone down and go outside, this situation's over with. Like, the situation ceases to have any effect
Yeah.
on your life the moment you just go outside, right? Like, it's not that deep. Now, for the people affected, do I think that Gigi should reach out, talk to them, make things right, make amends? 100%. It sounds like she did a lot of bad things to a lot of people. Reading through some of these comments, there's some pretty disgusting stuff in here. Like, yeah.
Yeah, there was actually a tweet that went viral that I saw. This one, which had a lot of stuff that I don't know if Creek actually saw this one, but 2.7 million people saw this, and the stuff in this thread is pretty bad. I can't lie. Not really excusable. Apparently she didn't pay a lot of people for models that she made. She also made fun of people for making ugly models. Whole bunch of stuff like that. They also say she was a hacker. That shit's dumb. I don't care that she's an exploiter. Literally every single child over the age of 12 that plays Roblox is an exploiter. Roblox exploiting is literally like eating a jelly bean. It's not hard. It's very, very easy. And I feel like literally everybody did that at some point. But Gigi pretended to be 19 while working for me. And apparently sent some explicit photos to people while lying about her age, which obviously very bad. Very, very bad. I don't think Creek saw this thread, by the way, which is why I'm talking about it. So apparently Gigi ripped off somebody else's dress-up idea. And, I mean, this whole thread, I'll link the thread. The whole thing, so many other things she's got to talk about. Because this came out after her apology, too, which is big crazy. But anyway, let's keep watching.
Yeah, I know these are children, but just do the mature thing. Reach out to these people, talk to them, apologize,
Get
figure out a way
Pac-God.
to move forward.
Yo,
right?
chat. Pac-God versus Gigi? Pac-God versus Dress to Impress? Dollar signs? In my eyes?
That is the mature thing to do. I've seen some people say that Gigi should maybe step down, give ownership of Dress to Impress to someone else, and it's like, how would that even work? Like, I don't even know. Because again, it's like, you can't even legally sign a contract at 18. Like, we're talking about a company. Dress to Impress is it's a game, it's a company, right? That is making millions of dollars a year. You can't just transfer ownership.
Millions of dollars a month. I would honestly estimate that Dress to Impress makes $5 to $10 million every single month. 100%. 1 trillion billion percent. We can't hear it. Can't hear what?
Like, that's just not how this works, right? It's like, there's legal docs here, there's paperwork here, but it's like none of the developers are old enough to sign it. So like, do their parents own the game? Does Gigi's parents own the game? Do we have to talk to her parents about this? You know, like even if she did transfer the game to someone else, it's like, are her parents going to
Who's
contact
Gigi?
the other
Gigi is the owner of Dress to Impress, which is what this whole thing's about.
developer's parents, because the other developer is also a child? Like, so we have these parents talking back and forth, like, oh, my daughter said something, bad or did something bad. Like, you know what I mean? Like, it's such a weird situation because everyone involved is a literal child. And I've also seen some comments on TikTok of people attacking kids for playing the game still. And it's like, the majority of people who play Dress to Impress, or any game for that matter,
They're probably like 10 years old. All these people are like, you should not be playing Dress to Impress, you stupid 10-year-old. How are you not caught up with the Roblox politics? You should know better.
like, unless you are like some level of terminally online, you probably don't even know that this is going on. And I say that as someone whose job it is to be terminally online. The majority of Roblox Dress to Impress players, they probably go to school, they come home, they do their homework, they play Dress to Impress, for a few hours with their friends, and then they go to sleep. They do not care, and honestly, probably most of them aren't even old enough to fully understand the situation at hand. So yelling at a bunch of 8-year-olds on their iPads, telling them that they are terrible, evil, morally corrupt people because they continue to play a Barbie dress-up game on Roblox. It's like, bro, there are deep issues in the world right now. Like, there are some big problems in the world right now.
Yeah, chat, like, dude, we got Palestine, okay? We got Israel, and y'all bitches are mad about a Barbie game? Like, come on! It's so stupid. God damn it. Care about worse things. There's worse things in the world. Okay, again, I'm not saying that, like, it's not bad what she did. It is terrible what she did, but he's right. He's right.
Now, and like, yelling at children for playing a Barbie dress-up game when they're in 3rd grade and doing, you know, their multiplication tables. Like, I think we just gotta take a step back. I think we should just take a step back. What should happen next? I don't know. I hope Gigi makes amends with everyone affected. I hope she talks, apologizes, does the mature thing. I mean, what else can a child do, I guess?
So honestly, let's all just be real. At the end of the day, Gigi can literally probably just do absolutely nothing, and Dress to Impress will still be one of the top games on Roblox. So I would like to see her apologize for all this stuff. Maybe even make a video about like the whole situation, maybe. But I mean, let's be real. There's never any consequences on the internet when people are super, super rich. So, like, you know, she's a millionaire. If she apologizes, I would love to see that. But at the end of the day, she really doesn't have to. I'm not saying is a good thing or a bad thing. It's just a fact. I would really like to see her apologize. A lot of bad stuff. You guys should read through all the stuff if you have a little bit of extra time. Some of it's pretty shocking. But yeah, I mostly agree with Creek for the most part. But I mean, this is what you get when you have children who make millions of dollars on the internet. Okay. Yeah,